Welcome to the Campus Edge, a production of Butler Community College.
Produced by students and for everyone, students included.
Right you are, Elijah. This week we have the stories range from practical to the artistic.
Couple that with interesting facts and good advice, and what do you get?
Why, another award-winning episode of the Campus Edge.
Campus Edge is produced by students in the Mass Communications Department.
That's right, Elijah.
And our department is part of the Fine Arts and Communications Division.
Right again, you're 2 for 2 so far.
So have you ever thought about who's in charge of our division?
It's a dean, but recently we had an opening, and while the college selects a new permanent dean, they ask a former dean to fill in.
Dean Larry Patton has a long history with our division, and Campus Edge reporter Kaylin Bragg sat down with him to discuss his ideas and thoughts.
This is Campus Edge reporter Kaylin Bragg. Following the former dean's early retirement in December, Larry Patton is taking over as the interim dean of the Fine Arts and Communications Department here at Butler, while Butler looks for a new permanent replacement.
I'm Larry Patton, and my position here at Butler is interim dean of Fine Arts and Communication. I'm responsible for the academic content of all the courses that students take, responsible for helping Butler meet the needs of our students, managing the budget, for promoting the mission of Butler Community College, supporting our faculty, students, vice president, the president, the board of trustees. I'm here for most likely for about 6 months because I'm the interim dean. When Jay Mormon retired as the dean mid-year, I was asked to come back to give some direction to the division while we were doing a search for the permanent dean. So what I hope to accomplish is, I always think in any job you should leave things better than when you came, and I don't know if that'll be the case or not. Time will tell.
No matter what he is doing, that if you walk into his office, everything will be put aside and he treats you as if you are the most important person he could talk to at that moment. He has that wonderful quality. And I hope that and I'll be looking for that when interviewing for our new dean, a person who is interested and never brushes you off. I'm Bob Peterson, and I'm the chairman of the theater department, and I've been here 36 years. It's just important as we select the new administration in terms of the fine arts, is that he or she needs to be a champion of the division, a champion of the fine arts, a champion of speech and mass comm, a champion of that. And by the way, that's what Mr. Patton has been. He is a champion of the division, a champion of the fine arts, a champion of mass comm, a champion of speech. He is a champion of that. He promotes that.
You know, Butler's a great place to be for students, and I really believe that Butler is a great place to start, and that community colleges are a great place to start. You still get that individual attention that people want, and you have prepared teachers that are good within their discipline. You're never taught by a graduate assistant at Butler like you are at a university, not just in Kansas, but anywhere. So we have well-prepared teachers, and I think it's great. Education, it costs a lot of money now. And you know, I don't know why anybody wouldn't start at a community college, because it's so much less expensive, it's a quality education, and then when you transfer on to a university, if that's your goal, you don't have this huge debt that you're starting out with, that you would have had most likely had you started at the university as a freshman. So community colleges are just one of the best educational environments around, and I obviously really believe in that.
This has been Campus Edge reporter Kaylin Bragg. Thanks for watching.
I'm looking forward to our new dean. It's great that we have someone with experience in the job this semester.
I agree. A strong department and a division is just one reason why I came to Butler.
You're like most students. I'm sure cost was a factor.
Absolutely. A college degree can get expensive, and if I can get a good education with a discount, it's a win-win situation.
I'd say anytime a student can get a discount without sacrificing quality, it's a win, but finding discounts can be tricky.
That's why we rely on clever students like yourself to find those discounts in our next story.
Mr. Director, roll that beautiful student discount footage. Hello, I'm Elijah Pikett, reporting for the Campus Edge. As you probably know, in college, money can get tight. So I look for the best ways to save you money. It's also for me. I also need ways to save money. There's a ton of ways you can cut corners spending, including some of your favorite restaurants. Subway offers a 10% discount, Burger King will give you the same, Chick-fil-A gives you a free drink, and Dairy Queen offers special student meal deals. If you feel like cooking your own meals, Kroger properties such as Dillon's offer a 5% discount on food. Need a book for class without paying unholy prices? Chances are it's probably on Amazon for a much lower price. Amazon gives students free 2-day shipping for 6 months and Prime 50% off for a whole year. And if that's not enough shipping for you, FedEx Office will dock the price of shipping 20%, not to mention the 30% you can save on documents. Need some new clothes? We've got discounts for that too. Maybe I should take advantage of them. Banana Republic will shave away 15% for students. And if you're in the market for shoes, students get free shipping with a pair of Toms. And bonus, a child in need gets a free pair of shoes. And if any of you ladies are looking for some clothes, check out Topshop, who will give you a 10% off online or in-store purchases. We've also got some great deals on technology. Stay safe from malware with 50% off Norton Antivirus. And Sony offers up to 10% off for college students. Butler students are eligible for Sprint's discount programs. And Apple offers education pricing for students, which could result in up to $200 off a new Mac. And Adobe offers student discounts for certain Creative Cloud apps, like Premiere. We talked to Butler student Tim Foster to see how he saves money through college.
I work for Sonic Restaurants Incorporated. I am a shift lead at Rose Hill Sonic. I know that we get, I think it's like 50% off from snapon.com because I'm in the auto collision repair program. So we get some discounts on some tools and stuff.
Yes, being a student can be costly. But hey, college is all about learning about the real world. And the real world is all about learning what corners you can cut. Or something like that. Regardless, reporting for the Campus Edge, I'm Elijah Pikett, signing off. We have more great stories about Butler and our communities right after these important messages. Remember, the life you save could be your own. Back after this.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Some great tips on discounts for students in your story. What are you going to do with the extra money you saved?
I was thinking of going out for dinner, instead of the cafeteria or cooking at home.
Treating yourself to a night out in town. Good idea.
Unfortunately, I can't. I have a little one at home to take care of.
I didn't know you have a kid. What's he like?
Oh, he's got brown eyes, big ears, a wet nose, and a cute tail.
I really hope you're talking about a dog.
He's my buddy, but he doesn't like to be left alone, so no dinner for me.
Ah, but that's where you're wrong. Naomi Potter and I have found a place where you can have your meals and love your pets at the same time.
Wichita, Kansas. And my husband and I started this basically once we helped run the Egg Crate Cafe for about 5 years. And we're having really good success with that. We really wanted to try this concept where you could have have your animal, your pet, come with you to eat. Not just necessarily on the outside patio, but actually inside. Because in Wichita, the weather here can be so crazy that you really you need that availability to be able to bring your dog. Not just outside, but inside. So this location came open, and Greg and I decided we would sell the Egg Crate and go ahead and start Fetch Bistro. We started out where the animals were allowed on this wonderful patio that we have outside, and there was a bocce court there, but then we started working directly with the state of Kansas to develop policy on places, restaurants where you could bring your animal inside to eat with you. We was having some style shows with some of the local adoption centers or rescue centers when they have dogs available for adoption. We will work with the groups to see about having them bring out some of the special animals that they're wanting to try to get adopted, and you can have a chance over here to play with them and see them, in a different environment from the rescue center. So that's been kind of fun. We've been trying to do some of that now for the past year. And then we have had special events here where dog trainers have brought in groups, or people from the Humane Society have come out and done a seminar on training animals and what things you need to be careful about when you own an animal, particularly emergency or travel packs if you're going to travel with your dog. And so along with that, we try to get exposure for ourselves through a lot of social media. So we have had really good success with Facebook. So if you want to find out more, look at our pictures. We have pictures of people with their dogs and food and just what it's like, a little bit of the environment here at Fetch Bistro. So just go to our Facebook page and you can check that out. We also have a web presence, just fetchbistro.com. And all of our menus are on there, so you can check out. We have a very wonderful dinner menu, lunch and dinner menu, and then a breakfast menu. We even have a special menu for kids. And we're always going to be offering new items for people and their pets. It's been really fun trying to get some different things going. One of the things we've started into here recently is trivia night. So we have DJ trivia on Tuesday nights from 7:15 I think to 8:30, and people bring their dogs or teams of people or just some by themselves to come and play trivia. It's really fun on Tuesday night. Play area for dogs outside, where if you bring your animal and you just want to let them run off some energy, they can go out in our dog play area. And we also have a photo booth now, so if you bring whether you bring your animal or not, or just a group of friends, come on in, and we love having the ability to take pictures and post them. So it's a fun place. Come check us out. Very community minded, and we'd love for you to come out and join us.
Mia, if you were stuck in a bunker during the zombie apocalypse, what beverage would you take with you?
Drinks during the zombie apocalypse? Most people think about food, weapons, but you're talking about drinks?
It's a serious question, Mia.
Well, I'd have to say coffee. And if I'm stuck in a bunker for a long time, I'd say a very good coffee.
Me too. A good cup of coffee can solve just about any problems, zombies included.
I didn't know about that, but until the next disaster occurs, I can always count on Scooters in Augusta for my coffee fix.
Emily Jardin traveled to Augusta during Scooter's Customer Appreciation Week. Let's check it out.
I'm Campus Edge reporter Emily Jardin, and I'm here at Scooter's Coffee in Augusta to talk about the Customer Appreciation Week they had recently. Here's manager Zach Lee for more information.
Well, we opened this location in January of last year. It was a brand new building, ground up construction, so we really have just kind of been learning for this first year. And you adapt as you learn things throughout the year, and with the road construction and everything, we haven't had a very steady stream of stuff to really look back on and say, oh, that helped or that didn't help. So it's still a learning process, essentially. They do this for all the other 200 stores or so, and they just kind of put a package together, and it's typically based on what's most popular. it brings existing customers in more often. You know, our price point is a little bit higher than some of the other coffee shops or gas stations that offer coffee. So when we offer half-price drinks or buy one get one, it increases traffic considerably and it just gets more people in. I'm boring. I'm a black coffee kind of guy, but I would say overall my favorite drink would be Caramel Chips and Milk. We're glad to be here. Augusta's been great to us. We'd love for this road construction to be done, but in the meantime, people will continue coming and wanting, so that'd be awesome.
When the customer appreciation week happened, or like beforehand when we were planning, we were talking about like reaching out to customers through social media, customers in our drive-thru. We're still kind of new here, it's like 8 years, but our customer appreciation week was celebrating our 1 year anniversary. And so that's how we just kind of try to shine bright, bring those customers loyal through us. So different maybe do events like this for new customers that come in, give us a perfect time to educate them on maybe the new items that they didn't tried before, or maybe even items that they didn't know that we had. And so for customer appreciation, we put a different style every day, and we offer promotions. So if they hadn't tried promotions, we offer that, and maybe lock in customers with just our different. I choose work excuse because I like to just kind of talk to the customers. I like being at the window, being friendly with them, and I felt like this would be the perfect place to be personal with them. I do have a favorite drink, so right now we have a coffee nut Caramelicious, and then my new favorite drink, because it's super rich and sweet. I like my coffee, it tastes more like cream and sugar than the actual coffee. Yeah, it's my drink.
Now that you know some fan favorites, come into Scooters, open Monday through Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. and weekends 7 to 7. For BCTV Channel 20, I'm Emily Jordan.
In our final stories coming up, we explore artistic expression and celebrate the innovative sports at Butler. The tradition continues right after the spot break.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
When you hear the term mural, what comes to mind?
Classic art.
Right.
Grand stories.
That goes without saying.
And windows on the past and present.
Communities have immortalized themselves in murals, from the time of the Romans to today.
Even in the corner of our world, artists continue to create murals for the community.
Reporter Zeb Campbell traveled to the Douglas District to find out more about the Wichita art murals.
Since most of this piece is going to be about art, I thought I'd do mine, selfie style with this art mural right here. I spoke to one of the founding members of the Wichita Douglas District Design, and now I'm going to speak to the president.
We are a 100% volunteer-driven and volunteer membership-based, so low funds and things. So it's like, what can we do that's inexpensive that I can use just use my networks, which I work with tons of artists here to make the biggest impact. And so decided to just utilize paint. And Karen Cundiff that you'd spoke to, she was traveling in California at one time and saw had brought back these pictures of people. They had painted stairs and generator boxes and park benches and stuff in this one little area, and bright colored and muraled. And I just was like, this is something we can do. I'm the lead organizer of the entire project, so it's kind of my baby. There's a lot that goes into it, so I'm orchestrating, you know, the recruitment and selections of the artists, the working with all the businesses to get the buy-in, things like that. It is all, I mean, we are on such a minimal budget, so there's a lot of fundraising and sponsorships and things like that, and grant writing that goes into it, as well as the coordination of all the volunteers. And then actually, you know, just on the day I've end up, you know, get like a golf cart and I'm zipping up and down, like just putting out all the fires and running paint cans to people, and you know, just there's a lot of the coordination side, and that's what all I handle. The artists essentially like bid and compete to do it. The property owners is probably one of my biggest challenges, because they agree to get the murals without knowing who their artist or what the mural is. Like, I first have to get the properties just to say yes. Essentially, I release my wall, and then the artists kind of bid their art, and then we match them up. They only get 1 weekend to put them out, so it's been only 2 days. This coming year, we're going to expand it to 3 days, because they are getting bigger and bigger, and they're struggling to get them done in time. So it's all done in 1 weekend, so you get that visual impact, all at once. And then we have tons of volunteers that come out. People donate food for the artists, because they're pretty much camped out there for those couple days.
I enjoy the Wichita art murals mainly because there's a lot of very different and unique art that is there. And as someone who really does appreciate and loves art, it's really cool to see all those different and unique styles come to fruition there at the Wichita Art Murals.
That's all the time I have here on the Campus Edge. From BCTV Channel 20, I'm Zeb Campbell.
I would say Butler has a long tradition of excellence in sports.
Our record speaks for itself, including most recently back-to-back national softball championships.
Last semester, Butler made its first inroads into truly international sports.
You mean we're getting a men's rugby team? Oh, I can't wait to get into the scrum.
I'm sure you'd look great in rugby shorts, but no, I'm talking about eSports.
Well, I knew that. I knew that all the time. I was just joking. Dusty Vancy attended the LAN party and eSports tournament and filed this story. You really think I'd look good in shorts?
I'm Campus Edge reporter Dusty Vancy, and today we're at the Hubbard Welcome Center of Butler to check out the eSports LAN party.
Esports is basically competitive video games where you come together either as a solo player, depending on the game, or up to teams of 5, 6, sometimes even more. When people hear esports, a lot of time they don't know what that is. It's just simply electronic sports. It's just as much skill-based as any other sport you'll play, and a lot of people don't really recognize that there's an athleticism to it, mentally and even physically sometimes. Esports is the biggest thing that people have never heard of, basically. It's growing just at an insane pace. It's beating out viewerships of like NBA finals and all that. Like, it's going to be the next big thing, especially for our generation. Originally, this was actually supposed to be a bigger CSGO tournament. CSGO stands for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's one of the more popular esports games out there. This was originally designed to be like an 8-team, like $5,000 tournament, and we're definitely looking to do that this spring. So that's definitely coming up. We're already starting to plan that a little bit. And it's only going to get bigger and better from there. I've been a part of a group that has been hosting esports tournaments for a long time. We've done a $10,000 tournament, a $15,000 tournament, and I showed that WSU has done their events there and stuff like that, and it's time for us to get involved in that scene. We can bring a lot of new students in, I feel, especially the younger kids, the high school kids, the college kids that won't, come out and play a sport. This is another avenue for maybe people that have a different set of skills than just being a physical athlete. So I'm really hoping that it'll take off here at Butler. We can get some teams going and really turn this into a full-fledged program. Ribbit supplied 12 machines for us. They're with current gen Intel processors and a 1050 video card. They're pretty nice. We got a couple of people that brought their own consoles to play, because Rocket League does support cross-platform play, which is really nice. It allows both PC gamers and console gamers to come together to play. And then a lot of people brought their own custom rigs here, as you can see around here. We kind of put out a lot of emails and we're calling some people, and we used some of the connections Butler already had. Ribbit is going to be doing some e-waste contract for us, and that's how we kind of got in the door with them. And they've been very supportive. Like, big shout out to Ribbit of helping us out, and the owner of Ribbit also owns Medis, which, you know, we killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. Cox supplied us our internet connection for free today, so that was awesome for them. And then Wichita Land, I've been to many of their gaming events in the past. They do a lot of stuff like this, and I knew that they had the capabilities to run network and power properly. So I've known them quite a while, and it's good to have them here to help us out. We really want to build the Butler eSports community. It needs to be a community-based thing where students and even faculty or whoever wants to come together and really make this thing happen.
For BCTV Channel 20 and the Campus Edge, I'm Dusty Vancy.
And that brings us to the end of our second show for Spring 2018.
Looks like we're creating our own tradition of success.
I can't wait for the upcoming shows. The food and entertainment show is always popular, and then we'll escape the studio and take Campus Edge on the road. A couple episodes after that, and it's summer.
And you'll want to see this episode again, tune in on weekdays at 11 a.m. or see previous episodes at 6:30 p.m. on BCTV Channel 20.
Or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel, Butler Student Media.
This has been
The Campus Edge.